right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Someone came to my door. But anyway, this stone uh, can only be found in Russia. It came. It was a meteor that hit this Earth, and it has been here at least about 50 million years. It was 50 million years ago. I could be wrong, but this stone is the stone that you would put in your water. It creates electrical current, and it you can definitely this stone. I'm gonna tell you about this. Okay, one day I was at this crystal store. Well, not at this crystal store. I was working at this crystal store, and I had I had this shungite stone inside my water, and I had a stainless steel bottle like this, and um, I left it sitting down on the floor, and all of a sudden, this guy, I guess he picked up my bottle, and he wound up getting burned from the electrical current from the shungite from the bottle. Um, and this is how I know that shungite is really, it really works. I am gonna do a, I will do a video on shungite. I believe I will do a video on shungite, but this is one of the main stones. This is the one I've been holding back from you guys to know exactly, so you know exactly what shungite does. Uh, some people won't tell you exactly what it does, but I'm telling you, it creates electrical current within your body, and it opens up a lot of things that um, and it will basically detox your body. It will flush out any harmful chemicals and harmful chemicals in the water as well. But I'm going to do a video on it on shungite. I'm just not exactly sure when, but I'll give my thesis on it and what I experienced with shungite. But anyway, so what I was trying to say was changing your old paradigm shift to um, your vibration frequency, because um, like I said, the Merkaba is just it's just a stepping stone, you know, to move on to your avatar. But like I said, this is school, you know, and we're all here to learn, you know. It's just some of us learn quicker, some of us learn faster, some of us learn slower. But this is what we're here to do. We're here to learn. Um, we're here. We're here to learn of the things that to elevate us. And it's sad to say, a lot of people won't get it. A lot of people will not grasp hold to it because they don't believe, and that is the biggest problem in the world today. Those that have lack of belief, or those that have lack of belief in miracles, or lack of belief in the Almighty. You know, it's very sad um, because they depend on man, they depend on their own ingenuity, and thinking that it's just only just them and not the Almighty. They thinking it's just them that's doing everything, and they can control whatever they want to control. But this is far from the truth. Um, if you really sit back and look at the design, think about the design. I mean, what do you when you think about the design? What do you think about how birds are able to fly? What do you think about how the ants are able to carry more than their own weight? Triple their weight. You just got to think about this kind of stuff, you know. If you look at nature and you look at how animals and the things that they do, and you look at nature and you look at the rain and thunder and lightning, and you look at all of these things and you see how perfect things are and how things are perfectly in line. But a lot of people don't see that. You know, they just thinking they're not thinking, they're thinking inside the box and they're thinking outside the box. They're not seeing the way things are working and how things align to what you want, you know. Um, it's just sad how people don't see the things that are in front of them. So we have to move from the old paradigm shift to the more of our avatar versus, you know, um, the Merkaba, because of course the Merkaba is a vehicle, but you're really your test in what you're here to do is basically to align with your higher self, which is your avatar, which is really your avatar. Because when the veil drops, people are going to see your avatar. They won't see you, they'll see your avatar. The more that the veil gets thinner and thinner between the etheric world and the 3D world, it'll start to merge into. It'll start to merge, and at this point, you'll start to see people for what being that they really are. You will start to see them for what they really, really are, and not. And that's going to scare quite a few people. You know, and it's somebody that someone been with for many years, and they look at them, and next thing you know, they see a serpent, or they see them as some other kind of being. They see them as a gray, or they see them as a insectoid, or they see him as a tall white, or they see him as as a Nordic, or they see him as a Pleiadian, or they see him as a what's it called? They're called Arcturian. You know, you start to see all of these different beings in someone, and all of a sudden you start seeing them for who they really, really are. You know, so or you start seeing them in a demon form, or reptilian form, or whatever it may be. You may see them in a draconian form. You don't know. You really, really don't know. So the veil is getting thinner and thinner. And like I said before in one of my videos, that what you do in the etheric world, you can bring here to the 3D world, which is really just means that the veil is just getting, they're just 3D and the 5D is just starting to merge together, and eventually the 5D is going to take over the 3D. So basically, a lot of things that you're able to do in the etheric world, you will be able to do in the fifth, but the fifth will become a reality. It won't be an altered reality. It'll become a reality. Um, um, but yeah, your main goal is to get to your higher self, embody your higher self, um, and move away from the Merkaba, or what people call the Merkaba, because the Merkaba is not. Um, the symbol is not really a good thing. It's really, really not a good symbol. It's a It's basically a satanic symbol. It's not really a symbol that you want to play around with or have around you, because these symbols, like I said, they open portals, and people really don't know that. You know, um, I saw a vision that I had a stone in my hand, but the day that I made the video about Merkaba, um, a couple days later, uh, it came to me. And then I started asking questions. I started asking the Almighty questions about it. And then I find out that it is not a good symbol to have, because this symbol opens up portals, and it's just something you don't want to have, with you. Um, and it's a eight pointed, um, it's an eight pointed tehedron, or whatever you want to call it. It's 8 points, um, and the Star of David is 6 points. So this is like a huge difference, but it's not like the Star of David. It's nothing like the Star of David, but it's just, if you did an outline drawing, yeah, it would look like the Star of David, but in actuality, it's not the Star of David. But the Merkaba is just a stepping stone, because it's something that these other beings put here, but it's actually, it's just not a good symbol. I just put it like that. I can't really go into more detail about it, because I really don't know much about it. I just know that it's just not a good symbol. Merkaba is just not a good symbol to have. Um, you just use it as a stepping stone. Um, and what I mean is, not necessarily saying the thing that is around your body is, or they consider that the Merkaba is around your body, which is a ship. But in other words, what I'm saying is, the geometrics, who came up with this geometrics, is what I'm trying to get you to see. Is who came up with this geometrics, where did these geometrics come from, and who put it out, where did it come from. I know India, China, I know all of these other different places, they have shown this geometrics. So, but where did it come from? I mean, you have to question, and I'm always learning constantly, and when I have to go to the Almighty and question, is when I get the answer. But sometimes I tend to go off doing things just because, I just go off doing it without even asking. You know, I have to get to the point of asking, you know, um, what am I doing? What's, instead of adapting, because because in the beginning of my awakening, I was adapting. I was adapting myself to a lot of different things, but not anything in a demonic way, but adapting as in learning different things, but not really asking about those different things. And learning about the Merkaba is, it's a 7 chakras, but it's really more than 7. We're talking like 12 chakras, because it's not just 7. But who came up with this concept of the chakra system? Who came up with it? You want to question everything. Where did they get this information from? These geometrics, what do they mean? Are they satanic? Are they pure? Are they gates? Are there keys to open up different portals, different gates? You know, You have to question all of these things. You have to question them all. Flower of life, you got to question. You know, tree of life, you got to question. You know, there's so many symbols out there. You have to question so many. So, because you never know what you're running into if you don't question. If you just go by somebody online, just say blah 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 blah. Oh, happy go Lord, happy go lucky, on uh, uh, um, some sigil, and you don't even know what you're happy go lucky about or on. You know, you bring this stuff in your home and you want to open up a portal and you don't even know it. You know, and then demonic stuff start happening. Um, and not just demonic stuff. You know, you got those that are in the fourth dimension, lower beings that are of a low vibration frequency. You know, and then you wind up that you're angry for no reason. You don't even know why. You know what I'm saying? But you're just bringing all this stuff into your home, and you don't even know why. You know why these things are happening. So I'm just saying, be careful about the sigils and the different geometric things that you may pick up along the way, because they could quite potentially cause something really harmful or cause an attachment to you that you won't be able to get rid of. You know. So, but this concludes my video about transitioning from your Merkaba, or whatever you want to call it, to your avatar. But the only thing is that your avatar, you have to do things to make it, to connect yourself to it, because it's not going to just come to you without you doing things that need to be done. And that's, like I said, raising your frequency. And that's the most important thing, is raising your frequency, or getting rid of all the distractions that are around you. Because if you don't leave room for things to come to you, it's just like a monkey mind. If a monkey mind is so much talking all the time, chattering all the time, the monkey mind can chatter so much all the time that you miss something. You know, if you can't stop this from chattering, you can't get information. You know, and you have to make room for information. So you have to be able to stop this from chattering. You know, you have to use that breath of life. You know, using the breath of life. You know, breathing from your stomach, and stop this from chattering in order to receive information. You know, a lot of my information I receive from the etheric world. Because I solely depend on the Almighty. So, in any and everything. So, to receive, you know, you gotta stop the monkey mind. So, to receive your avatar, you have to pretty much shut everything out, or you have to go through what I went through, and that was dark night of soul. And there's no distraction. There's nothing around you, but there was always distractions around me. I just choose to block it out. I just choose to spend my time in the Bible, versus, you know, I was mostly Bible and Paleos. That's everything. That was my whole time. Is the Bible and Paleos. That's all I did. You know, giving gratitude and being in this Bible. That's it. You know. So my distractions, I had no distractions. I was just basically in that Bible and doing my Paleos. That's it. So that's when your avatar will come to you. But if you can't seem to take yourself away from the worldly distractions, You won't ever find your avatar. Your avatar won't ever come to you, ever. You know, because the world, it keeps you distracted. Your world is trying to distract you from connecting with your avatar. That's the whole thing. And some of these new age groups, they're distracting you from getting to your avatar. That's the whole point. Is linking up with your higher self, your avatar. That's your whole mission. That's your whole mission, is to link up with your avatar. You know, a lot of these different new age things and new age stuff, it's avatars are old. It's old school. You know, linking up with your higher self is old school. It's not this new school with this Merkaba that everybody keeps talking about. This is new. This is new school stuff. This is not old school. Old school is Avatar. New school is this vehicle that they talk about. You go around in. You know, just like people talk about angels. You know, angels with wings and stuff like that. And this is all fine and good, but to me, that's a Roman thing. You know, that's a Roman thing. That when they talk about angels and all this other kind of stuff, and what is it called? Cherubim. I think the Greeks or the Romans turned a cherubim into like a baby. It's like a baby with wings. You know, uh, they take a moth. What is it? A moth, draconian, and change it into a gorgile. You know, these people just do all kinds of crazy stuff, and they'll give you the real deal. They just give you some so-called make-believe, but it's really not make-believe, you know. But anyway, I'm going to end this video here. Like, subscribe, share. Each one teach one. Don't be greedy. You know, I say this a couple times in my videos. Don't be greedy. You know, if you're not sharing, you ain't caring. If you're not sharing, you're not doing service to others. You're just being a service to yourself. So my information is meant to be shared, and I gave you one of my most valuable pieces of information, and that's this right here. I gave you one of my most valuable ways, but I'm gonna show you guys how you could tell you got the real deal, you got the fake, whatever it may be. I'll show you guys when you know, I'll do a video on Shungite. I just need to gather my thoughts and gather everything together. But anyway, Lion of Judah, ancestor of the lions, out.